Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. If you're new to our channel, welcome. Here at Mad About Skin, we're passionate about helping you to get the most out of your skincare. So if you haven't already, now's a fantastic time to click the link below, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, and you won't miss out on any of our amazing future content now. In today's video, we've got two things we're going to do. We're going to do a full rundown of what I think are the 5 best toners. We're going to do the pros, the cons, the recommendations, and most of all, do I think you need a toner in your skincare routine? And second of all, though actually we'll probably do it first, but we're going to be announcing a fantastic giveaway. So I like in these times, everything's a bit uncertain, we've got a lot of negativity and a lot of worry, so I thought let's bring up the positive vibes and give a load of amazing skincare away. So if you haven't already checked out my last video, which was on my best brands at the drugstore, I'll do a link up there. Basically, I read through my top 5 brands at the drugstore and outlined all the best products that sit within those product lines. There was over 15 products that I absolutely raved about, and the giveaway this week is a chance to win every single one of those products. So from the Pixi Glow Tonic through to the Thermal Water by Roche Posay, via some Bioderma micellar water, there are amazing prizes to be won and some fantastic opportunities to do so. So all you need to do is leave me a comment on this video. You can say, do you agree with my toner choices? Do you totally disagree? You can read me to filth, or you can leave some positive feedback. Whatever you want to do, as long as it's a comment, it counts. And follow us on Instagram at SkinMad. The reason we need your Instagram is because if you are the lucky winner, we need to be able to communicate to DM so you get the address for postage. So that's the only reason you need to follow us on Instagram as well. So if you do those two things, you'll be entered in. So good luck, guys, and check out the video that I did yesterday if you haven't, for a fantastic chance to win. So today's video, we're going to get straight into it and we're going to talk toners. So loads of you guys have said to me, why don't you use a toner in your skincare routine? Why are you never promoting toners? What do you have against toners? Well, I don't have anything against toners. I don't personally use what I would class as a toner. I use an exfoliator instead. So I'm going to go through the different versions of toner and how actually you can be using a toner without probably realizing you're using a toner, what the purposes of it are, and what my product recommendations would be. So straight in, what is the purpose of a toner? So a toner is a step that you use after cleansing. I also would use it after exfoliation if you're using an exfoliation step. And what it seeks to do is to rebalance the pH of your skin. Now, that doesn't mean take it to a neutral 7, which is halfway between acid and alkaline, so it's a neutral on the pH spectrum. Your skin is acidic and should remain acidic. So that's the first point I want to make out. You should never be looking for a toner which is pH neutral, because that's going to upset the delicate acid mantle on your skin. So you should always be looking for an acidic toner to complement the skin. And what it does, after you've done maybe a cleanse, which might be slightly alkaline, you might have done a exfoliation, which is usually more acidic than the skin is naturally. You using a toner to take it back down, to take your skin back to its preferred pH, which is somewhere around the 5 on the pH scale, slightly acidic. Now, the reason the skin is slightly acidic, for those of you that are interested, is certain bacteria and microspores breed and multiply it better in acidic conditions and others in alkaline conditions. Our skin generally needs the ones and is beneficial for the ones that can breed and multiply in acidic conditions and doesn't want the ones in alkaline conditions. So by keeping a acidic acid mantle across the skin, it prevents all those nasty bacteria and microbes that are alkaline loving from multiplying on your skin and causing issues such as fungal acne and all sorts of other things that you can get. Now, bearing all that in mind, it's really important that you choose the right toner. So what I thought I'd do is talk through what I think are my top 5 toners. I'm going to go by skin type because it's not all just about the pH, it's also about making sure that they have the right ingredients in these toners to complement your skin type. So first of all, I'll do what I use, and this is my day-to-day toner. I switch between the Pixi Glow Tonic, which I spoke about endlessly on this channel. A lot of people say, well, it's not a toner, it's an exfoliator. It is a toner, actually it is called a 5% glycolic acid exfoliating toner. So the reason it's called a toner is because the pH of this is very similar to your skin's natural pH. It's just slightly more acidic. It's gentle enough to be used every single day and will just rebalance the skin after you've cleansed and exfoliated. So The reason I love this one is it's got added humectants and it's got added moisturising elements in there. And what that does is it helps to prevent and offset any of the dryness that you might get from the exfoliation and from the cleanser that you've done before. I interchangeably use it with the ordinary 7% toning solution, slightly stronger than this product and doesn't have the same level of moisturising agents in, but is slightly cheaper. So it depends. I think it's personal preference between the two. So this one here is $15 for the big one. Absolutely fantastic price point because it'll last about 2 months, maybe a little bit longer if you use it sparingly. The ordinary is about half that price, so it is a little bit cheaper, but again, it's not quite as moisturising, so choose between the two. But those two are fantastic, everyday, budget-friendly toners for people which I would say have uncomplicated skin. Oh, that's just a nice way of saying you haven't got any underlying issues, severe dryness, sensitivity, very acneic skin, because there's better products for you if you have got those conditions. Now, you can use this as your exfoliator and then apply a toner. I wouldn't. I think it's too much for your skin and it's an extra step you don't need. So this is your exfoliator and your toner in one. Same with the ordinary. They're my first two, budget-friendly, fantastic, must-have toners. Third, but budget friendly, and I'd say applicable to most skin types, is the Thayers Witch Hazel toner. I'll leave a picture of it there. Now, if you haven't heard of this one, clearly you're not watching enough YouTube, because this is like the go-to YouTuber's favourite toner. It is really good. It is the right pH. It doesn't contain any alcohol, which is really crucial. Alcohols generally tend to strip and dry down the skin. You do not want alcohols in your products because you don't want the added dryness. You're supposed to be balancing the pH, not stripping the skin. So this has no alcohol, as do the previous two that I shared, which is absolutely fantastic. It's got aloe in, so that's going to calm the skin. So if your skin is quite sensitive, maybe from an exfoliation you've done or a cleanse that you've just done, it might be red, it might be a little sensitive. The aloe is going to combine with the witch hazel, which is also in it, to just take down that sensitivity, calm the skin, and just really give you that calming sensation that you need on your skin. Now, the only drawback to this is it does contain rose petal. Now, that's absolutely fine. It can be a little irritating, but I'd say with all of these products, test behind the ear, do a patch test before you apply liberally, because you want to make sure you're not reacting to any of the ingredients. So be careful, because rose can be a little bit reactive in some people. I also hate the smell of rose. I cannot stand the smell of rose. So if you hate the smell of rose, this product is not for you. But if you like the smell of rose, or you don't react to it at all, then this is a fantastic budget-friendly drugstore product that I think you will absolutely love, love, love. So on to we're on the fourth recommendation now, which is the Paula's Choice Advanced Replenishing Toner. This is perfect for the dry-skinned person amongst us. So if you've got dry skin, maybe your skin is slightly mature. I hate the word mature skin. I don't even know I don't know why I use that. I hate that word, so I'm banishing that. But if you have drier skin, which is either age related or weather related, or maybe you just are naturally have a drier complexion, this is going to be fantastic. So I'll leave the image there for you. It's packed full of hyaluronic acid and loads of humectants, which are going to help to moisturize as well as rebalancing the pH. It's the right pH, it's alcohol free, and it's packed full of moisturizer. So if your skin is quite dry after a cleanse, which a lot of people can get, this is just a way of getting an extra layer of moisturizer into your routine by adding an extra step in. So this is fantastic, and it will rebalance the acid mantle and repair that barrier that you want. So it's a fantastic way to just finish your exfoliation and your cleanse and start back into the rest of your routine. It really preps the skin for that. I love Paula's Choice. I don't talk about it enough on this channel, and I do get a lot of call outs where people saying recommending Paula's Choice products. I think the reason is it's only recently come to the UK, so it wasn't previously that easy to get the hands on the product line, so I've not really experimented with many of the products. I haven't personally used this product because I'm oily rather than dry, but I do know, I gave it to a couple of family members who swear by this and say it's absolutely fantastic, and it does genuinely refresh and hydrate the skin after a cleanse, which can leave you quite dry. So gorgeous product, $24 in the US. Here in the UK, it's about £18, so it's not break the bank, but it is more expensive than the first three we talked about. Now, what happens if you have sensitive skin? Well, sensitive skin, I think, is I usually say to people, if you've got sensitive skin, stay away from toners, because if you've got sensitive skin, you want to be really cutting down the number of products you're using, because you don't want to add, you're layering ingredient on ingredient on ingredient, and what that's creating is just the opportunity for more reaction, the opportunity for more, well, just for more sensitivity to be created. You don't want that. So I always say tone it down, pardon the pun, tone it down with the number of ingredients and steps. But if you do want to include a toner, some people do love they like the cooling sensation, they like the toning experience, then I think there's only one that I would recommend, and that is the Low Thermal from La Roche-Posay. It's their thermal spring water. Now, this got a lot of, I did mention it in my drugstore favourites video, so if you're in on the, if you're entering in on the giveaway, then you could win a chance to, you're in with a chance to win this product anyway. What I love about this product is, I get a lot of hate because people said people are just paying for water in a can. Like, they're idiots. They're paying, you know, £11 here in the UK. It's actually $12 in the US, so it's quite a good price point if you're in the US. You're paying for spring water in a can. How ridiculous. You're not. It's packed full of other ingredients and micronutrients, and you've got some minerals, trace elements in there like selenium, which is fantastic for just desensitizing the skin, zinc in there, which is going to help calm any sensitivity flare-ups that you have. So it's so much more than thermal spring water. But the thermal springs in France are well renowned for their healing and their calming properties, so this is a fantastic product. I would just use it. It's not advertised as a toner, it's advertised as a mist or a spray, but I would just, after your exfoliation, if you've done one, I would just spray it on, let it sink in, let it do its work. It's beautifully cooling. Keep it in the fridge is a top tip, because that'll just be extra refreshing and extra cooling, and it'll help with any puffiness that you might get. It'll constrict the ventricles and stop any puffiness and water retention that you have, so it's great for that. In fact, I've just sold it to everybody. I think it doesn't matter whether you're sensitive or not. Go out and buy this product and make sure that you keep it in the fridge. And every time you're feeling a little bit of puffiness, you might have had a lot of salt the night before, is what does it for me, or you've had a few units of alcohol too many the night before and you're not feeling your best. Spritz this, and it is just cooling and life-saving and fabulous, and you'll never look back. So not just for sensitive, but particularly for sensitive people, I would really recommend the La Roche-Posay Low Thermal, their thermal spring water spray. Fantastic. Now that is 5, but I actually lied, because I'm going to throw in a 6th, because what about people with oily skin? And I know quite a lot of our followers do suffer with acneic or breakout prone skin, and we'll be looking for a toner. Now, the key thing if you have oily skin is to not strip it. The temptation, and believe you me, I did this when I was in my teens. I would do anything to get that oil off my skin. So I'd be literally plastering on the salicylic acid, taking alcohol-based toners and wiping it. If my skin didn't feel red, raw and stripped, I felt like I was going to have a breakout. That actually just makes the whole situation worse and makes the breakout far more likely. What you need to do is just work with your skin in synergy to combat that. And one of the really great natural ingredients is tea tree oil. It's a natural antibacterial, so it'll stop a lot of the bacteria is what causes the creation of the whitehead, the pustule, the breakout. Not going to do anything for cystic acne, that's hormonally led, but it will really help with those clogged pores and whiteheads that you might be getting. So a tea tree oil toner is fantastic. You've got to be super careful, because what they usually do is anything that advertises oily skin usually has a load of alcohol thrown in there to really strip the skin. So it's really difficult to find an alcohol-free, oily skin compatible toner. And I found one which is by Lush, which is a gorgeous company. It's very, I don't always agree with that over fragranced approach. If you ever walk in there, sometimes it's like a fragrance attack, but they do some really good natural products. And one of their products that I would strongly recommend is the Lush Tea Tree Oil Toning Water. It's a mist, it's a spray, spritz it on, and after you've exfoliation, and crack on with the rest of your routine. Let it dry and then get on with the rest of your routine. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous product. It's $11 in the US, which I think, I mean, that price point is fantastic. In the UK, I think it's £8.50, so again, really not a bad price point, and it's fantastic for acne prone skin. I would keep it in the fridge, extend the longevity of it, but also that cooling effect is really nice. In fact, toners are great to just keep in the fridge generally. I think it extends the life of the product, and it's just really cooling for the skin. But that is what I would recommend for oily skin. So overall, other than convincing myself that now everybody needs to go out and buy that thermal water by La Roche-Posay because it is so gorgeous and so great for waking your skin up when it's feeling a little tired, Other than that, what I think I want you to take away from this video is that you don't need a toner in your routine. If you're comfortable, you can actually combine toning and exfoliation with using one of the two products mentioned before, the Glow Tonic or the 7% toning solution by The Ordinary. That means you've got one step for the price of two. So you're not spending on two steps, but also you're not drawing out your skincare routine. So that's a really good tip if you've got problem-free skin. If you've got one of the specific skincare complaints, I mentioned the dry skin, the sensitive skin, or the oily skin, you've now got a toner that you can use to help support tackling those issues. You don't need a toner, but it is a nice step to have if you're trying to tackle a specific issue. It will help with that, and hopefully this video has given you a little bit of an idea of which one's going to be right for you. So make sure you leave a comment below. I want to know what toners you like. Do you believe in toning? Do you think I'm totally wrong and actually there's one out there that's life-changing and I've just missed it? Leave me a comment below. I'd love to know. You'll be entered into the giveaway, and hopefully you'll be winning all the fantastic drugstore products that I outlined, all 15 of them, in my best of the drugstore video. So if you haven't already, go check that out so you know what you're winning. Leave me a comment, give it a big thumbs up, follow us on Instagram, and you're done. I hope, guys, you're all staying amazingly safe and well. I know there's a lot going on in the world and there's quite a lot of worry and concern, but we're here to support, to share some love, and hopefully just, bring a bit of light relief. It's only 20 minutes a day, but hopefully it's 20 minutes that you enjoy watching this video. We're getting so many new subscribers, so if you're one of the new subscribers, thank you so much for joining. If you're one of our loyal subscribers that's been there from the start, honestly, your support means so much to us. The channel is growing beyond what I ever imagined it could, and just want to say a big thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I love you all. Right, till the next video, guys. Take care. Bye.